phase. We gotta go back down. Oh. Too close to me. I'm feigning death. Do that pull on me. Alright, there we go. Just creep up on him until I get melee range. Ooh, I didn't get hit. Good. This is one I hate the most because you can easily screw up and get yourself in a position that'll kill you. See, those guys who became Drakes are taking dot damage right now. Now we gotta go up platform.
Get off floor, prepare for egg hatching. Get up the ramp Sylph Talon. Run up ramp. Get off floor, prepare for egg hatching.
I hate this map. I hate this map because of all the
Dragon breath toward power.
unusual
AoE to power. Get away from power or a platform.
unusual
Dragon breath toward power. Dragon breath toward magic. AoE to magic. Get away from magic or a platform. Dragon breath toward magic.
Yeah, the whelps have to be caught very fast or they'll just tear through all squishies. The only people who can really deal with them are the tanks. They hit for like 60, 70k.
Dragon breath toward power. AoE to power. Get away from power or a platform. Dragon breath toward power. Dragon landed.
Nice.
Dragon back in ground phase. Dragon landed.
There we go. Within safe range.
Gift of mana.
That's what I like about EQ the most. You pick your race and your class, and that's what you play as. Your class can do certain things, and you can do certain things.
Get off floor, prepare for egg hatching. Get up the ramp Sylph Talon. Run up ramp. Get off floor, prepare for egg hatching. Dragon breath toward chromatic.
Nearly died.
Get away from chromatic or a platform. Dragon breath toward chromatic.
Nearly walked right off the edge because of the lag.
Dragon breath toward cold. AoE to cold. Get away from cold or a platform. Dragon breath toward cold.
As I was saying, I like the way EQ is. You pick your class and your race, and you're that class and race. Certain classes can do certain things better than others. I mean, it's literally a catch-22 for everybody, you know? but not one class can do everything,
Dragon Breath toward magic. AoE to
which makes
magic.
the game more interesting,
Get
which
away from
requires
magic or a
a lot
platform.
more teamwork to
Dragon
enjoy the
Breath toward
game.
magic.
I mean, a Beastlord is capable of being the DPS, the tank, can do, and the pet healing. But on
Dragon
a
landed.
raid, we're
Dragon back in ground phase.
we're only
Dragon landed.
we're only DPS. We might be off tank if we're lucky enough to be really well geared for trash mobs, but not for actual boss holding. The boss is just way too strong for us. There we go.
Gift of mana.
Very nice job. Some deaths here and there, but not bad. That's what I like about EQ. You pick your class and your race, and that's what you are. Some classes do better at certain things than others, and some can't do certain things at all, which makes it completely fair. You can't have an enchanter that can be the main tank and, you know, do all the enchanty stuff in main tank. It's not possible. Not in cloth. But WoW has an interesting thing. You can either do tanking, you can do healing or DPS, or two of the three per class, depending on what you're doing. But it kind of makes it a little too generic, in my opinion. Ooh, gloves. Makes it a little too generic. Alright, so we got arm guards, we got gloves. Okay.
Loot is bidding.
I gotta pay attention to this one because gloves are in the field here. WoW has its own
Dark
perks,
Shots mass group buff
its own
used.
likes.
Dark Shots mass group
Star
buff used.
Wars, I play the MMO, is pretty interesting. Has its own quirks. Um, City of Heroes is back, by the way. It's good to see that again.
Loot is bidding.
Jesus, 21 already? 25. 26. I remember when Star Wars Galaxies was out. That was a lot of fun. I had a Bothan smuggler character that I went Pistolier and Fencer. So much fun playing that class. Eventually, I was the last. I was the sixth person on my server to unlock Force Sensitive, and when they did the combat ELU 2. I was in the middle of I was in the process of upgrading to Jedi Defender, and I focused on the what the Pistolier and the Fencer had for its ability of dodging. And because I did that, when ELU2 rolled in, it stacked my Jedi Defender, my Pistolier, my uh, Fencer dodge abilities all together and made them a super high number to where I decided, hey, I'm going to mess around. And here's a raid going on from Rebels onto Imperial base because I was playing as an Imperial. And, well, the entire raid of 54 people was shooting me and missing 99% of the time. It took commandos with flamethrowers to actually knock me down and burn me to get me out of the fight for a few minutes. That was the only way to stop me from stopping them. And it was a blast. I had a GM messaging me in the game within 2 hours of the raid, and they were watching me too. And they asked me, so what did you do to your character to make you be able to do this? And I pretty much stated, I read the ELU, and when I read it, they were stacking the different defenses with other classes, so that way that they can, perform a little better. So dodge with dodge, so forth and so on, stacked with dodge of each class and everything else. So what I did is I decided, you know what? I'm taking all the dodge stuff that I can and keeping myself, high enough dodge number. And I decided to do this. So I saw Jedi Defender had dodge in there, Pistolier and Fencer, and also a little bit of Terrakasai for removing wounds. And I decided to combo those three classes, and I learned that I got a super high dodge ability with this character. And the GM said, well, we're going to continue recording and monitoring your character. You're not in trouble. We're just doing this for information purposes because you're the only one right now who has figured this out, that there is a bug with the system, and we need to know where it's happening. And you have a good character for the purposes of monitoring. I go, okay, cool. And they said, thanks for the help, and they let me go. And I asked him, how many people reported me for cheating? Because you wouldn't be here if oh, for this. And he goes, well, the entire raid that you fought against, plus a bunch of their friends. Let's just say that. Well over like 80 people were messaging, reporting you for cheating. It was so funny. I hadn't laughed so hard in a long time. I play fairly. I never cheat. But having figured out what the ELU did after it was put out very quickly, and I was already tech. In all honesty, I was already stacking the three classes before I even read the ELU. And I got hints of what the ELU was going to be doing from the dev logs and stuff. So I took what I thought would probably be good and did it, and it worked out real well. The interesting thing is they never went back and adjusted the defenses. They just kept them. What they did do to make it easier for the combat classes to hit you if you stacked really high was they gave you a certain they buffed up their chance to hit. So it's really weird. And all they did was just adjust how the attacks hit. But it was actually pretty interesting though that they used my character for a week or two for data collection because I played a lot. I was an avid player of Star Wars Galaxies. I also had a very annoying ass bounty hunter chasing me in the game every freaking day. The same guy. He was the most well equipped and successful bounty hunter of the server. I successfully evaded him and never died to him. I came close to it a couple times, and I almost got him a couple times. But I was the only target he said before I left the game. And I came back one day and we talked for a little bit and told him I was leaving. I was one of the only two targets in the game that has successfully evaded him for over 2 months without dying. I was pretty proud of that. I miss that game. I played I played and pre-tested Warhammer back in the day. That was enjoyable. Um, I love playing the Squid Herder.
Banner is down.
So much fun. Oh, this fight. Yay. Not my favorite fight. All I need is the boots now, and I have the complete set of Tier 2 via RoF armor. I'm happy with that. I don't think we're gonna kill the T3, the T4 mobs. We are going to kill them a lot, but with so many people who have like 250 plus to 400 DKP sitting in their bank, I don't think I'll get much of a chance to get any of the pieces, especially especially T4 and the T3. That's an iffy. There's just so much in T3 we just don't like. But it's still easy. It's just the number of raids that you got in those two areas makes it like it's iffy you're going to get it. It's iffy if it's going to get dropped. It's a big iffy if you can outbid the other people for it. I mean, if T2 gear is going for almost 30 DKP for the weaker items and up to 70 DKP for a chest, you're spending quite a bit of money, DKP on that stuff. So you see where I'm getting at. Here we go. Hmm. Sounds like we're going to try for some of the achievements tonight on this fight. Sending 4 Palace Guards and 8 Ocean Mads to Garth to be eaten alive. Seems like we're going to be doing that.
DA on Thera. Gift of Mana. Gift of mana. DA on fake news. Gift of mana. Cure. Cure disease. Cure disease. Cure. Cure disease. Cure disease. Cure.
you want a Paragon right now?
Cure. Gift of mana. Gift of mana. Swap tank. Swap tank. Tank swap now. DA on Tomdar. Cure. Cure disease. Cure disease. Gift of mana.
Dang.
Gift of mana. Lothar mass group buff used. Lothar mass
There
group
we
buff
go.
used.
Got it. It's a lot of ads. We have All over the place.
Gift of mana. Gift of mana. Cure. Cure disease. Cure disease.
What the heck? Yeah, that seems to be it. There we go. Finally! Oh, we got 2 of the achievements. Nice. Very nice. We got 2 out of the 3 achievements. Very nicely done. Only 1 AA away from that. What does that give me? 40%. Nice. We got 2 of the achievements. That's pretty awesome. Out of the 3. Everyone's in zone. It's the shit pile. uh, it's probably a breeding cocoon for them. A breeding cocoon. The oh no 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 spot. Ooh, boots.
Loot is bidding. Loot is bidding.
All right, need a bit on the boots. All right, I'll let it go for a little bit. Whoa, I got 2 tonight. Damn, 290s. That is awesome. 290s. I'm on a roll tonight. Not only do I get the last 2 pieces of my gear set, I get 2 level 100 spells right off the bat. That's pretty awesome. Got it for 22 points. Both under 30. Nice. At least I saved a little bit of DKP. Normally those go for 25 to 35 DKP for the last few weeks. Alright, I'm set for a while. I'll need to start saving my DKP for sure. Holy cow. I'm still, like, surprised. 2 level 100 spells in one night. Rank 3. Plus the boots and gloves I need to finish up my tier 2 set. I'm extremely lucky tonight. I'm not going to toot my own horn that much. You know what I mean? But I am really happy about that. So that's going to raid boxes. It's basically the crafted armor augment. Not a lot of people have that. All right, here we go. We're going to go to the second fight of Xorb. That's where we're headed next. We were only going into the T2 area to pick up some flags for people that didn't have it, mainly for boxes. Now we're going back to Xorb 2 and 3 to finish those up tonight, so that way we have everybody pretty much on the same page, including the boxes that we are use and take when we have fewer people than normal. Yeah, I didn't take any fire stuff. Okay, in this fight, we're going to be fighting a giant imp. He has very long range on his to hit. He hits extremely hard. Even on ramp, he does full damage. He heals 5% from any type of fire damage hit, even procs. So no fire damage stuff allowed on him of any type. Oh, and Dig C13, the Beastlord class in EQ is the only type of its type that I've seen in any games. Even in EQ2, the Beastlord class in EQ1 is more complete, definitely better than EQ2. EQ2 turns the Beastlord class into a joke, which made me mad and not wanting to play the game. And they made it so that you had to get actual animals from the game world to be your pets versus you having a spiritual pet, which was the original emphasis of the Beastlords. And they made it so that only 3 types of pets in the game out of all the ones that they have available that you can get as a Beastlord in EQ2, only 3 can be ever used because they're the best you can get for DPS, tanking, and support for whatever they do. It's just ridiculous. Any other pet is pointless to get. And as for any other game that has a class that uses beasts like something like the Beast Lord, they don't even come close. I have not seen anything as close as EQ2 as to EQ1. Everything else has been just like, whatever. Um, Black Sands actually is partially close, the best closest one I've seen with the Tamer class. Um, that one is very, very interesting. I kind of like that one, the Tamer class. The Monk class is a lot of fun. So stupidly OP if you chain your combos to do the iframes. Only the iframes. Very little room to hit the monk as he's transitioning to his iframe moves. Very little time to hit him, and most of the time they're in iframe mode, which you cannot do any damage to them no matter what you do. Oh, it's so brutally stupid. I actually learned
Banner is down.
the long playing iframes for that class. Worked really well, and I also loved grabbing the opponent by the neck and then just slapping them around a few times, and then tossing them to the ground. That was always so fun. waiting on DIs right now. This fight should be pretty easy for us. I need to take away models so we can see the mobs we're fighting. Okay, we're going in. Ooh, he swung at me. Hmm. So he'll be dropped down a little bit. Then the first boss will come out. He'll jump out with spawns. We kill the spawns, and then the mini boss. Kill the mini boss. He pops back up, and rinse and repeat. And this happens about 5 times. So first. Yeah, it's really dropped fast.
DS is off. Gift of mana.
Damn it. use spells. Actually, cold would be good here.
Gift of Mana. Gift of Mana. Stop nuking mini. Non-cold nukes now work on mini. Non-cold nukes now work on mini.
Very nice. little little beast pet. This one I only dot at this phase, and then I do my other shenanigans in the off-tank phase. 11 ads and the mini. I'll Paragon on the 11 ads.
Janine mass group buff used. Janine mass group buff used.
This is my new cold dot, which is actually pretty cool. It's actually a good dot. It's actually more mana conserving than my 2 dots, and still does higher damage than.
Squirtanley mass group buff used. Squirtanley mass group buff used. Gift of Mana. Gift of Mana.
I always back way around 10% on the mini mobs because we burn it down so fast. If I don't, I'll die as soon as he comes in because he'll AoE ramp at full damage, which will kill me instantly.
Sebek Mass Group buff used. Sebek Mass Group buff used.
Next, we're going to get 15 ads and a mini. It's coming up shortly. Focused on Clef.
Many is vulnerable. Many is vulnerable. Many is invulnerable. Many is invulnerable. Many is vulnerable. Many is vulnerable. Gift of Mana. Many is invulnerable. Many is invulnerable. Many is vulnerable. Many is vulnerable.
He has a shield on him.
Many is invulnerable.
It requires
Many is invulnerable.
basically
Many is
smack
vulnerable.
down.
Many is vulnerable.
And I have a lot of ice spells that make it easy for me to smack it down. Here we go. V. Okay. Nice. Yes, finally done. Strike through is going to probably be 1 or 2. Nope, it's going to be a 1. Just trying to clear as many AAs as possible. There we go. Got him. We did a thing. So we got 4 minutes, 50 seconds for all the corpses. All dead are up. Let's see what we got. Well, they're going to start a PLM group, Pet Lives Matter. Pet Lives Matter. PLM. uh, okay. Active Flame Mask. Nice. Nice Ruby Ring. And what's this?
Loot is bidding. Loot is bidding.
That's cute cleaver. I'm not bidding on anything because there's nothing here I need. Well, there is, but it's just don't have the DKP. I drained my DKP to dangerous levels. I got my earrings updated. I got my rings updated. I got my entire visible armor set updated. Wow, only a few things left. I think I'll probably save most of my DKP from here on out for the next expansion. Unless there's something really, really good I should be getting this expansion. Such as the Twin Cast item, which I have snowball's chance in hell in getting because the people with the highest DKP are going after it right now. So we'll see if it actually drops tonight. And us making those achievements, it's going to be kind of hard because we really need to be disciplined for that. Hate it when the ear gets itchy. One thing I'm sad to see go, starting from this expansion, is emblems. Slot 15 is no longer valid. You'll never see another slot 15 gear piece from here on out. That's what I'm sad about. Oh yeah, just to let you guys know, I was killing phase spiders and killing phase spiders a little earlier today, And I got this gear piece, and killing the little rats, I got this piece. Kind of pretty nice.
Banner is down.
No. All right, TBs. Oops. I don't know where she got the defense from. I don't even remember what I was talking about on that point. I don't even remember what I was talking about if I said something about defense. But I'm pretty sure I did not say I was focusing on defense. I did originally focus on support, but now I'm switching over towards offense because it's getting to the point where Beastlords are doing really good in offense, and we can still do very well in defense too with our warders. All right. Damn, why's my ear switching?
Beam left. Beam left.
First mini at 85%. Now this fight is
Beam
all
right.
about ads.
Beam right.
Ads and control. Control thy ads.
Ads about to spawn.
He's heading southwest.
Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Beam left. Beam left. Add zinc. Beam left and backward. Beam left and backward. Adds about to spawn. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Beam left and forward. Beam left and forward. Beam forward. Beam forward. Gift of mana. Adds about to spawn. Adds ink. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Lothar mass group buff used. Lothar mass group buff used. DA on fake news. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Beam forward and left. Beam forward and left. Gift of mana.
Okay, we get 12 plus ads, 12 ads for every wave starting now. So we'll get like 3, maybe 4 more waves before this guy dies.
Soul Stealer up. Beam left. Beam left. Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Gift of mana. Gift of mana. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Gift of mana. Beam left and forward. Beam left and forward. Gift of mana.
25 and name some small ads.
Beam left and backward and forward. Beam left and backward and forward. Gift of mana. Ads about to spawn. Soul Stealer up. Ads Inc. DA on end. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Tafnirot mass group buff used. Tafnirot mass group buff used. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure.
It's the minnows. They didn't get picked up first.
Soul Stealer up. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Soul Stealer up.
get his emote is different if Branton is still up, and so that's why none of the clickers got the emote that they needed to click their crystal.
Oh.
A mob was still up and the message was different and nobody got the email to click the emote to click. And we let too many minotaurs stand for too long.
Nothing in the guild hall.
Anybody wants to go right now or keep their level levels?
Just enough to so you can get the reses. Get the buffs that everybody's going to throw out. Hmm.
Gift of Mana.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Shots Mass Group buff used. Dark Shots Mass Group buff used. Gift of Mana.
Yeah, I'm casting that. Yeah, I'm casting that. Don't worry.
New trigger activated. It features a trigger that tells you that you've succeeded in avoiding the gaze, and also has one about the random trigger if you run into that again. If you have the buffs that you want, you can go ahead and head back through the portal.
All right, new triggers installed.
Go to shards to walk through as quick as you can. Go into shards to TLP focus your token. I love the standoff that there always is. Who's gonna change it? You know, it feels like that there's 5 months of back breaking. I'm saving that money.
Right? I had one for months.
Putting out a TL in Shards Landing.
There was I noticed a typo in the Aradune one.
What did I do wrong?
There was a double space.
They're supposed to be.
There is.
They're supposed to be.
And then deny that merge space.
Yeah, half these triggers have a double space. When I created it, I searched for the text and then created a trigger based off that. Yep.
All right, declined.
It's the safest way to do it now because there are a number of fights that have that stupid double space. It's not consistently implemented.
You might want to put yours out back out again, but in case somebody says that.
Yeah, sure, we'll do. Let me just finish soaking.
All right, this is our last attempt for this one. The hardest thing about this fight is paying attention to where King Xorb is going and where he's going to blast us from, and having the people in position. Not paying attention. What happened to us there is what happens. We also had too many minnows in our lines for too long. The minnows do 30k point blank DD, and a certain number of people around them, they just all stomp and devastate people. So you really don't want to give them the chance to get close enough to a lot of people to stomp. Alright. Triangle Bless pressed. We're ready to go.
Alright, go ahead and find your menus.
Oh, I still have my Amber Snout weapon set up.
Alright, then start the Alright, click start.
Beam forward. Beam forward. Gift of mana. Beam backward. Beam backward. Ads about to spawn.
DPS of the Soul Gazer, off tanking rather, killing the
It's dead.
Click the shard. Shard clicks.
Alright, here we go.
King vulnerable to magic. Gift of mana. Beam right and left. Beam right and left. Gift of mana. Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Beam backward and forward. Beam backward and forward. Gift of mana. Beam left and right. Beam left and right. Soul Stealer up. Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Sylph Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Click the shard. Shard clicks.
Curious how the pet died.
Beam forward and left and backward. Beam forward and left and backward. Beam backward and right and forward. Beam backward and right and forward.
There we go. Bare minimum buffs.
Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Gift of Mana. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. DA on fake news. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Beam left and forward. Beam left and forward. Soul Stealer up. Gift of Mana. Beam forward and right. Beam forward and right. Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Gift of Mana. Gift of Mana. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Soul Stealer up. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Lothar mass group buff used. Lothar mass group buff used. Dark shots mass group buff used. Dark shots mass group buff used. Beam right and forward. Beam right and forward. Thera mass group buff used. Thera mass group buff used. Sylve Talon look away. Safe. Beam right and backward. Beam right and backward. Ads about to spawn. Ads Inc. Gift of mana. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Sylve Talon on fire, viral, get cure. Click the shard. Shard clicks. King vulnerable to magic. Gift of mana.
Very nice. We got it. Ah, pain in the butt. Jesus, that's a lot of clickies. A hell of a lot of clickies. It's also red. It's a red eye. It really draws you in.
I remember the days when I had to look away and at the floor in order to play this game. I remember hiding in a corner behind a wall. Pretty much. I mean, it's nice to actually see what the mobs look like now.
Wow.
Does that even exist still?
Yeah, gems still does. They're talking about gems and whether or not it still exists. I got a body that needs to be res, so shards aren't rolling yet.
Stewart mass group buff used. Stewart mass group buff used.
Looks like we're done for the evening. We taken down Xorb 1, 2, and 3, and a couple others. So we did 5 raids this evening. That was a great amount of loot for all of us from Tier 2 to Tier 3. I got 2 level 100 spells and 2 gear pieces for completing my gear set. I'm really happy tonight. So it's been a really good night, but I kind of destroyed my DKP in the process. But that happens. Anyhow, we will be coming back on Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central PM. We'll be continuing more. We will definitely be doing Tier 3 and 4 on Tuesdays and Thursday. So hopefully you'll be there to see that. In addition, if you like what you see, please hit that follow button. I really appreciate it. I want to pay special thanks to the viewers that are currently online watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you stay and watch. It really helps out. And thank you for the chats in the main chat as well, guys. With that being said, have a good night, be safe, be well, and I will see you on Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central. Have a good weekend, guys, and have a lot of fun. Siltown out.